YouTube, what's up again? It's your boy Ruanovich. Another vlog. I already started this. As you can see, I removed the rockers, cam, valve cover and all those stuff, because I'm going to install some Supertech springs and retainers, some 92-pound springs and some steel retainers. Here are the parts. Here are the parts that was removed. Rocker and cams. And these are what I'm going to install. This is a valve spring. These are the retainers. Also going to change the tensioner, inline pro, and these are the cams. The exhaust, intake, Skunk tool. So now I'm going to get these removed. Don't have the tool to do this, so I'm going to link one of my mechanic friends and let them assist me with removing these, because I'm going to transfer these and this onto these bad boys. Alright, so let's roll out. I'm setting up this right now, this tool, all this equipment to do the retainers and springs, also the seal, valve seal. So it depends on the engine. Like this now, you find anywhere you can find that you can bolt this, as you can see. When I'm doing the exhaust, I'm going to put it here. Now I'm going to do the intake. So right now 1 and 4 is a top dead center. So I'm going to do these two, or these 4, then these 4. So I'm going to set this up now, and then continue. Alright, so just to have an idea of how it's supposed to look, then I'm going to put this like that, and then apply. See that? Alright, so after you do that, then you take the keepers, but you have to be careful not to lose them. So I'm going to use magnet to remove them. Here are the valve seals also from Supertech. You have the intake color coded, so it's kind of hard to mess it up. So as I said, it's kind of hard to mess it up. Intake, these are the intake, these are the exhaust. See, I took one spring out, one spring on retainer, so I'm just, here's the seal. So I'm just going to replace that seal now. So each one I remove, I change the seal as I go along. So I'm going to do this, then this. Then I'm going to do this, then that. So that's for intake. Then I'm going to move this more further to the back. Then I'm going to do these two exhausts. Alright, quick update. I already did these two, and these 2 intake, 2 exhaust, 2 intake, 2 exhaust. The piston on 1 and 4 was on top dead center, so I work with those. Now I rotate it, and now 2 and 3 is on top dead center. I did 1 already for 2, but I forgot to mention, before you rotate it to top dead center, you carry it to bottom dead center, then feed the plug area or the plug holes with something like this nylon cord or something. Feed enough as you can, as much as you can get in the cylinder, and then you rotate it. You're not going to be, it's not going to end up at top dead center because you're going to have some of this in the cylinder, so you rotate it until it can't go anymore, or can't rotate any further. That now indicate that the piston is against these, so to provide a cushion to when you're pushing down on the valve, it doesn't go to, you don't have valve going to piston or metal to metal. So I'm just doing all the exhaust now, because this is in the exhaust position. When I'm finished, I'm going to carry it a little bit more to the front for the intake. I'm going to see if I can give you an idea of how I did it. Right now I'm recording with I'm holding the camera with one hand, so you know it's going to be impossible to do it while holding the phone. So I'm going to attempt a little thing. I just something that came to mind. That's what I did to install these rear ones. So I'm going to see if I can just do that and try to record at the same time. But bear in mind, I'm not going to be installing any springs or retainers, because that definitely is impossible. I'm just going to show you how I did it. Just going to remove one. Alright. Yeah, so this is how I do it. I use this tool and put a leverage. As you can see, it's very long. Then I brace against it with my body weight. As you can see, I'm holding the camera one phone with one hand and here's the next hand, and right now here's the next one. You can see it in the camera, and if you notice, just look, if you notice, you see that I'm currently using my body weight to brace it. So so I'm currently, my 2 hands are currently free. Well, one, because I'm holding the phone with the other. So I'm just going to show you I remove one. So if you notice that, as you can see, so when I do that, I get the magnet and remove the keepers, which is these. Then and if you notice, alright, so now I'm going to remove the valve seal. So I use this came in the kit, and there's a valve seal. So now I'm going to install a new one and install the valve spring and retainer along with the keeper. Alright, so here's the valve seal. I kind of just lubricate it with a little oil and use my by hand. I just start the installation. Start it by hand. Then I use the tool to finish the job. that's valve seal. I'm going to, alright, what I did, I put the keepers in this first before I compress it. So now I'm going to compress it and try to make sure they're seated like how you see these, or like that. But I have to use my two-hand for that, so unfortunately I can't record while I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm finished with all exhaust. Exhaust is finished at the exhaust side. So now I'm doing the intake side. I did one already, so I just have 3 to go. I'm going to show you how I do the intake side and have both of my hands free to fit the keepers. I just want to give you an idea how I remove it. Well, you saw that already, but just to have an idea how I do the installation with both hands free. So just as I mentioned before, I use this leverage and then hold on. Alright, so before, when I was doing the exhaust side, the way this is set up, you have to push it up because this would be right here and this would be resting under here, so you have to push up for it to move like that. But now it's in the opposite, it's set up in the opposite way, as you can see it, where this spot now is right here, so I have here free. So now you pull down like this. If you notice the movement, so you push down instead of go up. So how I push it down with no hands, first on the exhaust side I use my shoulder, now I use under my armpit. So what I did, here is, I rest my hand like that over it, then I don't know, like this, so I can brace like that. So now look, no, don't know if you see the movement, and here's my one hand free and the other hand holding the camera. Alright, so now I'm going to hold on. I'm going to remove the keeper. If you're pushing down on it and you realize it's not getting loose, just give it a little shock. You notice it got loose. Then just your magnet. And remove it as usual. And when you remove it now, just open this, take this part out, remove this, remove the seal, install the new seal. Alright, so now I'm finished with installing the valve spring, retainer and valve seals. So I'm going to put back the rocker assembly. That I tie strap these, that they carry some little pins with springs in them. Don't want them to fly out. So I'm going to reinstall the assembly now, rocker assembly. So I'll finish with setting the time. Just untighten these. I haven't taught them to spec as yet, but I will do that though. Install the tensioner and I set the time. So just to verify that it's on point, I'm going to use cylinder number 1 to verify. So I'm going to give the engine one complete rotation, and when this stop and top dead center, then I'm going to check the markings to make sure that they are in line, to verify that it's set on the correct timing. So a complete revolution. So now I'm going to rotate it till it reaches top dead center and then check the markings. Crap, look at it. Alright, just verify. So those two, let me give you some light. Those two, see them? This and that, both lined up. Remember, I wasn't looking at this when I was rotating the engine. I was working with this. That's how you're verifying. You can use around this area also. This over, that, this over, that. Use that also. Alright, so you see that line up, and the next, that one line up as well. Now I'm just going to install back everything that was removed. Fuel injectors, valve cover. No, not the valve cover, because I said it's not torqued to spec as yet. I'm going to do that. I just untighten it so I can demonstrate that the timing is on par. So now I'm just going to set up the rest of the other part. All right. Yes guys, back again, and as you can see in the RSX, the build is finally complete. Let me go through the list. So before, the car had ported RBC, stock throttle body, stock injectors, Megan Racing header, 3-inch straight pipe, and a power chamber with cave pro. And the car made 228 horsepower to 188 pound-feet of torque. After that, we did some upgrade. As you can see on previous videos or vlogs, where I installed the 70mm throttle body, the Skunk 2 Ultra. I didn't record when I installed the injectors. It was some Bosch 550cc injectors. I did that at the dyno. We changed the header from Megan Racing to PLM, and with that the car made 249 horsepower to 191 pound-feet of torque. Right now I'm in the car. I'm going to return it to my friend because it's his bill. I just do it for him. So I'm just going to do a little pull. Right now I'm going to do a VTEC pull. Yeah. Do a second gear pull. Second gear. For this build, to keep up to date of what's going on the channel, just subscribe.